Hi, I'm Andy McDowell. I'm the manager of sustainability at Detroit Zoological Society. I'm really excited to be here and to help continue all the great work that's going on between the Detroit Zoo and the Belle Isle Nature Center. And I hope that you guys can join us on our green journey. When we think about sustainability, my approach to it, it's really about the love for nature. And nature really is at the epicenter of the mission for this here at the Detroit Zoo, especially starting with conservation. So, being the manager of sustainability, it's really about trying to help follow through with the other pillars of our mission. Conservation being trying to preserve these wild spaces and places, and but that's really on one end of the spectrum. So one end of the spectrum is really trying to keep the natural systems and processes that are already functioning out there, trying to preserve that and maintain it, and helping their functionality just to continue and to be strong. On the other end of the spectrum, I look at sustainability. It's really about the future. And for a long time now, far too long, humans have really dominated the landscape, and humans have really disrupted natural systems and processes. So sustainability is really about elevating those natural systems and processes to be at the same level with human systems. And it's really about finding creative and innovative ways to integrate them and to work them together to celebrate natural systems and processes, but have it function within our built environment. There's been a lot of different ways that the zoo has approached it, and really it's a systems-based approach. The zoo has broken down essentially these different systems with energy, stormwater management, landscape management, water demand, and waste management. Those are really some of the primary different systems. And the zoo, within each of those different systems in those areas, has implemented a variety of strategies. For example, we have a couple of different photovoltaic solar displays here on campus. One would be the Smart Flower, which is actually a PV unit that actually opens up and blooms and tracks the sun, much the same way a sunflower would throughout the day. And then we even have a display over on the DTE Solar Pavilion, which would be just a much more conventional approach where you would take a pavilion structure or a roof, such as at somebody's house, and you could actually install solar panels right on the side. There are lots of examples within each of those systems. Here at the zoo, we really try to do it in a way that is both artful and thoughtful and is engaging, but also in some ways that might be simpler and a little bit more applicable to how people can actually integrate it into their own house or the places that they work and live. With my role, I'm really excited to have the opportunity to really help push the boundaries on everything that we do here from an operational perspective and from the project perspective, and even just through the events and educational programming. I would say that some of the big goals and the vision that I really look forward to helping contribute to is to help ensure that a facility such as a zoo becomes a net zero facility and hopefully eventually a net positive, which means that we're actually going to be taking and offsetting all the energy, which a zoo really requires a lot of energy and a lot of water to operate. But we're going to offset that with sustainable strategies and try to make it so that all of the inputs that are required are balanced by renewable and sustainable outputs. And there's lots of other opportunities here to make sure that when we consider the landscape and how to actually heal and restore some of the natural systems and processes that were here prior to European settlement.